Okey. Semua boleh nampak kat skrin saya?
Boleh, sir.
Boleh ya? Okay, thank you very much. So, kita sudah start bab 6 untuk 2 kelas yang lalu, di mana bab ini adalah satu bab yang saya rasa pendek jugalah, okay? Pendek juga, and then dia juga agak senang jugalah. Okay, tidak banyak pengiraan lah, cuma sedikit saja. So, saya nak refresh balik apa yang telah kita belajar selama 2 kelas yang lalu lah, okay? So, first of all, ini ialah tajuk bab 6, okay? Graph, ratio and graph of trigonometric function. Okay, so first thing yang perlu kamu tahu ialah inilah, okay, quadrant. Kita ada 4 quadrant lah, okay? Quadrant pertama, first quadrant, second, third, and fourth lah. So this is a unit circle. Okay, kita panggil ini sebagai unit circle where the radius is 1. Okay, 1 unit lah. Okay. So ini yang perlu kamu tahu dulu benda ini. Okay, iaitu ada berapa jenis quadrant, and then dia punya quadrant itu dia start dari mana ke mana, berapa darjah. Okay, so on and so forth lah. Okay, so this is the first quadrant. Starting from here is 0 degree. Okay, from x-axis is 0 degree. Here is 90, and here is 180, and here is 270, and finally here is go back to 360. So dia mesti start daripada sini ya, titik yang ini, and go anti-clockwise, okay, anti-clockwise dari arah sini ke sini, okay, anti-clockwise lah. So ini yang perlu kamu tahu dulu pertama, and then the second thing is you need to know how to find the alpha, okay, the alpha. Okay, alpha is referring to this corresponding reference angle, okay, or alpha lah. Kita biasa pakai simbol alpha. So for each quadrant, alpha, the value of alpha is different, okay? But always remember the alpha is always less than 90 degree, okay? Ini adalah peringatan kamu. Alpha is always less than 90 degree and is always near the x-axis, okay? And for each quadrant, the value, how to find the alpha is different lah, okay? Got different formula. So for quadrant 1, the first quadrant is very easy. Alpha is equals to theta, okay? And then the second quadrant is 180 minus theta. The third quadrant is theta minus 180, and the fourth quadrant is 360 minus theta. Okay, so this formula you need to remember lah. Okay, each of this formula. Okay, so the first thing you need to know is there are 4 quadrants, and then in each quadrant how to find the alpha. Okay, itu 2 perkara yang perlu kamu tahu sehingga sinilah. Okay, and then next one is you need to know for each quadrant, okay, there is a sin, cos, tangent. Okay, what value is positive or negative in each quadrant? Okay, the value of sine, cos, and tangent, is it positive in first quadrant or second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant? Itu kamu perlu tahu lah. And dalam video yang saya post itu, Madam Wong has mentioned that she used an acronym lah kan, acronym, kalau you masih ingat. Dia sebab ini adalah all kan, all dia pakai ini ialah A, and then here is because sin is positive, so S, and then this is tangent positive, so she uses T, and this is C, cos. So dia pakai acronym add sugar to coffee. So this thing you have to remember because ini sangat membantu bila kamu menjawab soalan nanti. Okay, add sugar to coffee. Di mana first quadrant is all positive, second quadrant is sine, third quadrant is tangent, and fourth quadrant is cos lah. Okay, so yang ini saya tidak panjang lebar because I think you already know. Okay, and then how to determine the quadrant and the corresponding. Okay, saya rasa kamu sudah boleh buat ini. Okay, just to check your understanding lah kan. Just to check your understanding. Maybe we can, if you have a pencil and paper or calculator, you can try this question lah. Okay, semua orang boleh cuba lah soalan B and soalan C lah. Okay, saya pun cuba, kamu pun cuba lah. Nanti kita cek jawapan. Okay, for question B and question C. State the relationship between each of the following trigonometric function. Okay, trigonometric function with its corresponding reference angle. Okay, so the first question A, dia sudah buat untuk kamu lah. Okay, kita lihatlah. Sin 167 degree. So how to find state the relationship? So means kalau state the relationship kan perkataan ini kan, you have to find out actually the alpha lah. Find out the alpha, the value of alpha. And then you have to determine whether sin in that quadrant, is it positive or negative? Because you need to put the positive or negative sign in front here. Okay, so for question B, okay, kita buat sama-sama lah. For question B ya, saya buat di sini. So cos 258. Okay, 258 will equals to, okay, mula-mula kita kena identify in which quadrant is this 258. Okay, is it in the first quadrant, second quadrant, or third quadrant? Oops, sorry. Mana satu ah? Kalau 258 dia berada di quadrant mana satu? Anyone can give your answer? For 258, where is this quadrant? Aduh, kenapa pen saya begini ya? Pengkang-pengkok. Sorry ya. Okay. Okay. Okay, you may do the B and C question first while I adjusting this mouse first. Okay. 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 So this is the first quadrant. First, second, third, and fourth. Okay. So 258 is in the third quadrant, right? It's in the third quadrant. So how to find the alpha in third quadrant? So if you remember the formula, right, is 258, you take the theta minus 180. Okay. So after you find out the alpha, you need to determine whether this cos in third quadrant is positive or negative. So we go back to this acronym, add sugar to coffee. So in third quadrant, cos is negative because tangent is positive, so cos is negative. So you need to put a negative sign here lah. Put a negative sign. Okay, and finally you just calculate from the calculator, and you should get negative cos. How many here? 258 minus 180 equals to 75. Am I correct? Sorry, this is 8. 78, yes. Okay, so answer is negative cos 78. Do you get the answer?
Yes.
Yes, okay, very good. Okay, how about tangent 349? So, same thing. What answer do you get? Anyone already done this question? What do you get? So in the fourth quadrant, the alpha is you have to take 360 minus the theta, which is 349. 349. Okay. And in quadrant, the fourth quadrant, tangent should be negative lah, because coffee here, C cos is positive, so tangent is negative. So you need to put a negative sign here, and your answer will become negative tangent. And here should be 11. Am I right?
Yes.
Negative tangent 11 degree. So this is how you find the relationship lah between uh, trigonometric function with its corresponding reference angle. Okay, so this is the part. And then the next part is if the question gives you a coordinate, okay, coordinate. So the coordinate y is referring to sin theta, and the coordinate x referring to cos theta, and the tangent will referring to y over x coordinate. Okay, this is the formula lah. Okay, the formula given. So you just remember lah. If the question gives you in terms of coordinate, the sin theta is referring to y, the cos referring to x, and tangent referring to y divided by x. So just like this lah. Okay, so every quadrant is the same. Sin is referring to y, cos referring to x, and tangent referring to y over x. But the positive negative sign is referring, we have to use back the acronym lah. Okay, add coffee to sugar, so that we'll know that in second quadrant which one is positive, which one is negative. Okay, we use the acronym. Okay, so for example, this one, okay, this one, the question gives you the coordinate. If you can see here, is negative 0.8, and then is negative 0.5. So find out the sin, cos, and tangent for this angle theta. Okay, so same thing. If sin, we just take the y coordinate. For cos, we just take the x coordinate. And to find the tangent, we just take the y divided by x. Okay, this is all from the question lah. Only the tangent you need to divide. Okay, use your calculator and hit the calculator and you get the answer. Okay, this is very easy. And this is some of the question lah. Okay, I want you to try this question just to test you whether you get the idea or not. Okay, so you may try this question. Okay, number 1G, try number 1G, and then E and H lah. Okay, so I give you 1 or 2 minutes. You try it first, then I'll call your name and you give me the answer. See whether you get it right or not. Okay, you can try it now. You can try it now. All can try. Question 3. Christina, what do you mean by question 3? Yeah? Q3 or quadrant, the third quadrant you mean? Is it? Okay. For this one is the degree and minute. Okay, for this symbol lah. And I hope you know how to use the calculator to get the answer. Okay. Okay, so anyone done for question 1G? I think you already done because it's a simple question. Okay, what is the answer? Can you give me the answer? Aliyah, what's the answer for 1G? What is the answer for 1G? Aliyah, are you there? Do you get the question, Aliyah? Do get the question. Get the answer. Okay. No response. How about any others? Let me see. How about Nelia? Do you get the answer? 1G. What is the answer? Hello? Anybody home?
Not yet, sir.
Not yet, Okay. How about Vivian? What's your answer, Vivian? The first question at 1G. No response. Everyone no response. Still sleeping. Okay, never mind. My answer. Let me see if my answer is correct. My answer is 51.17. How about yours? How about yours? What's your answer? Maybe you can, if you don't want to say it out, you can type. Okay, 51 degrees, 7 minutes, 51.12. Okay. Yeah. Okay, very good. Okay, actually, you can give your answer either in degree only or degree and minutes also can. My answer should be 51.12. Yes, sorry, not 7, 12. 51.12 degree. Okay, yeah. Okay, how about this second question? Let's choose one question. Tangent 96 degree 31 minutes. What's your answer? State the relationship. So first of all, you need to determine the quadrant. Which quadrant is this 96 degree in? Is in first quadrant. So it's very easy lah. Kalau first quadrant kan. First quadrant should be, not first quadrant, sorry. Second quadrant. Okay, second quadrant, sorry. So 96, 31. So in second quadrant, we know that second quadrant is add sugar to coffee. So in the second quadrant, tangent should be negative because sin is positive. So it's negative. So it's negative tangent. So in second quadrant, the formula, how to find the alpha? How to find the alpha is you take 180 minus 96 degree 31 minute. Okay, so your answer should be negative tangent. So 180 minus 96, 31. What is the answer? 180 minus 96 degree and 31 minute. So answer is 84.48 sorry, 83.48. 83.48 degree. Is my answer correct? Are your answer this one also? Yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for your response. Yes. So it's something like this lah. It's something like this. How you find the relationship and find the alpha. Okay. So we will proceed. Okay, and determine the value of sin. So now the question will ask you to find out the value of this one. Just the continuous from the previous question, because when you state your answer until here, is actually the question asks you to state the relationship. But now the question say determine the value, means you have to find out the value of sine 76. Okay, using the calculator lah. You just press the calculator, sin 76 equal. So you will get this answer. So it actually just pressing the calculator for this. After you find out the relationship, you just press the calculator and you get the value. So it's just the continuous from the previous question lah. Okay, so we will do one question here. Okay, let's say we do question C. Okay, everyone can try. Okay, everyone can try. Yeah, I will try here also. Tangent 318 degree, 17 minutes. So we need to determine in which quadrant is this angle. Okay, this angle should be in the fourth quadrant. Okay, so we're using this acronym: add sugar to coffee. We know that in fourth quadrant, cos is positive, so tangent is negative. So you write negative tangent. And then how to find the alpha in fourth quadrant? You will take 360 minus your angle here, your theta. So 318.17. Okay, so just like that. And then finally you press, no, not really. You haven't found out your alpha. So negative tangent. So answer for here is 360 minus this one. So you can use a calculator. Use your calculator to press 360 minus 318 degree 17. Okay, so your answer you will get 41.72. Okay, 41.72 degree. Okay, and then finally you just press from your calculator negative tangent 41.72. What is the value? So everyone can try negative tangent. So tangent 41.72. So answer should be negative 0.8916. 8916. Do you get this answer? Yes. Okay. Thank you, Esther. Negative 0.1. Negative 0.8916. Okay, this is from your calculator. You just press your calculator. Okay, nothing else. Just press the calculator. Okay, so this part is easy part. Okay, and the next one is the special angle. Okay, special angle. Sometimes the question will ask you without using the calculator. Find out the value of the angle. So you need to you need to know this special angles. In this case, it's 30, 60, and 45. These are the special angles, and you need to know sin 30, sin 60, sin 45, and so on and so forth. You need to know all this value, okay? And how this value comes about is actually from this triangle, okay? And this triangle is actually come from your unit circle, okay? So if I want to draw segitiga apa? Segitiga sama. Okay, segitiga sama. So this is 2, 2, and 2. So this one comes from where? It's actually from here. So you see from this center, center to here is 1 unit. Here is 1 unit. So when I want to draw a segitiga sama with the side 2 unit, so I will take this tapak from here to here, and then I'll draw another out. Sorry, Aina, what happened? Okay, sorry. Okay, so actually the tapak is from this one, from this point to this point. Okay, and then I'll draw another side from here up to here, and then down to here. Okay, so this one is a segitiga sama with all this side is 2, 2, and 2. Okay, so if I take out this triangle, then it will become something like this. Okay, something like this. And then you know that for a segitiga sama, all the angle is 60, 60, 60. So if I draw a straight line from this point, the highest point to the ground here, you know here should be a 90 degree. And when it is 90 degree, this angle will be divided into 2. That's why 60 divided by 2, you get 30 here lah. So you will get 30 here. Okay. So from this triangle, you can find out all the sides lah, because this is given already 2, this is 1. You need to find out this square root of 3. How to find out this one is actually using the Pythagoras theorem lah. Okay, which is a square equals to b square plus c square. Okay, and for the sine cos tangent, you know lah kan? For the sine cos tangent kan, sine cos tangent is actually using the formula which is you already learned before. Is opposite over hypotenuse, that one. And then hypotenuse, and then cos is adjacent over hypotenuse, or using all this formula lah, okay, to find out this value. Okay, for example, if sin 30, so 30 degree is this angle. So when you want to find the sin, the sine, so you use the opposite angle, which is 1, opposite side is 1 over the hypotenuse 2. So that's why you get 1 over 2 here. Okay, so that's why you get 1 over 2. And then for sine 60 degree is here. So to find the sine for 60 degree, you use the opposite side, which is square root of 3 over the hypotenuse, which is 2. So that's why you will get this one. So all of this is all these four value you can get from all these 6 value, all these 6 value you can get from this triangle. Okay, using this formula lah, which you've already learned in form 2 or form 3. Okay, and then the next triangle is also come from your unit circle, where if you take this this one is 1, okay, here is 1, this line, this side is 1 unit. What happened to my pen? Okay, 1 unit, and then here is 1 unit. So you draw a triangle something like this. So if I take out this triangle, is from here to here lah. So you will get this triangle. So this triangle also, you know, this is 1 unit, 1 unit. So you use the Pythagoras theorem to get the square root of 2 here. And then from here, you can get the sine cos tangent for 45 degree. So you will get this all this value lah. Okay, all this value. So from this value, you need to memorize this value lah. Okay, memorize this value so that when the question asks you to find out the angle without using the calculator, you can use this value to put in your answer lah. Okay, so I think you know how to do this. Okay, so I'll show one question. I'll show you one question. Okay, let's say I will do the second question, B. So as usual, we need to know this 225 is in which quadrant. Okay, 225 is actually in your third quadrant. And when it's in the third quadrant, we know that add sugar to coffee. So in third quadrant, we know tangent is positive. So that's why you notice here, they put a positive sign here for tangent. And then for to find the alpha in third quadrant, you will take the 225 minus 180. So that's why you get this one. And when you get tangent 45, you will refer to this table lah. Refer to this one. Tangent 45 is actually equals to 1. So that's why your answer is 1. So no need to use the calculator. Okay, so this is how you use this table or these values to put in your answer. Okay, so this thing is very you have to find a way to memorize this one. For me, it's very easy to memorize. You just memorize sin 30, and then cos 60 is 1 over 2, and then for sine 60 and cos 60 is the same value. Okay, if you notice here, it's the same value, square root of 3 over 2. And then also you notice sine 45 and cos 45, also the same value. Okay, this one. And then for tangent, you need to memorize this lah. Okay, 1 over square root of 3, square root of 3. And then tangent 45 is 1. So you have to find a way to memorize all these values. Okay, so that's how you do this type of question. Okay. Okay, we will go to another part, which is identify or determine the angle. Okay, determine the angle. So the previous question, we know how to find the alpha. We know how to find the relationship between the theta and the alpha. And we also know how to find the value for the angle. And now we know that we have to find out, okay, if given you the angle, okay, given you the sine, cos, and tangent, what is the value of the angle? Okay, so let's see one question. Okay, this question, okay, we do this one, we do this one. Okay, B. Okay, so given cos theta is equals to negative 0.4226. Okay, so what is the value of, or what is the angle of theta? Okay, so first of all, what we do is, okay, we can look back at this one. Okay, this is the steps. Okay, the first step is you need to identify the quadrant, okay, on the positive or negative sign. And then the second step is determine the corresponding reference angle or the alpha. And then the third step is based on the quadrant, calculate the theta based on the quadrant. This is the third step. So the first step is determine in which quadrant. You see, because this cos is negative, so we use back the acronym. If we use back the acronym, okay, is add sugar to coffee. We know cos is negative. So in this part, in first quadrant, cos is positive. In fourth quadrant is positive. So means this angle should be either in the second quadrant or in the third quadrant. Okay, so this is what we do. Okay, determine the quadrant first by the sign. Look at the sign. Okay, Once you look at the sign, you know which quadrant the angle is in. Then you will find the angle first. Means find the alpha first. Okay. How to find the alpha? You need to press the calculator. Okay. Because this is cos. So what you do is you have to press the inverse cos. Okay. Inverse cos, which is this one. Inverse cos of 0.4226. Okay. You have to use your calculator to press this to get this answer. Okay, if you have calculator, you can try to get this answer. So how to press? You press the button shift, okay, the shift button, and then followed by the cos button, and then type this number 0.4226. Okay, I repeat. So use the shift button and then press the cos and then press the number. Okay, so you will get 65. Okay, 65 from the calculator lah. You get the value 65. Okay, so this is 65 degree. So after that, okay, this is your alpha. Actually, this is your alpha. So next step is, because it's in the second and third quadrant, so in the second quadrant, how can we find the alpha? So this one for second quadrant is 180 minus theta, okay? And then in third quadrant, alpha is equals to theta minus 180, okay? But now you get the alpha. Now you already get the alpha. You want to find the theta, okay? Because the question asks you find the theta, right? So now you get the alpha. Alpha is from the calculator just now. So you get the alpha already. Now you want to find the theta. So this is a second quadrant, okay? And this is for third quadrant. So how to find the theta for second quadrant? Okay, you just pindah-pindah saja lah. So kalau nak cari theta, so move this one to the left and alpha to the right. Okay, pindah tempat. So you actually get theta equals to 180 minus your alpha. Okay, this is for second quadrant. And then for third quadrant, kamu just pindahkan negatif 180 ni ke sebelah kiri lah. So you will get theta equals to alpha plus 180. Okay, just like this lah. So sekarang gantikan alpha menjadi 65. So 180 minus 65. So you will get 65. So you will get, here is 115. Okay. So this is 115 for the first answer. And then the second one is 245. Am I right? 65 plus 180, 245. Okay, so these are your answer. Okay, this is in the second quadrant and this in the third quadrant. Okay, do you get the answer? Anyone get the answer? All right. 115 and 245. Okay, I hope you get the answer. Okay, Jiahuan. Okay, Siti. Thank you. Okay, Alia. Bagus. Okay, this is how you get the angle. Okay, follow the three steps lah. Just like the nota di atas. Follow the three steps. Okay, first of all, okay, determine the quadrant. Second, find the alpha. Third, find the angle. Okay, dengan merujuk kepada formula-formula inilah. Okay, ini adalah untuk cari alpha. Tapi sekarang kita mau cari theta, kita akan pindahkan theta menjadi perkara rumus lah. So pindah kiri kanan saja. So you get this one. Okay, let's do one more question lah. Okay, let's try one more question. This question. Okay, everyone try. Okay, first of all, what we do is determine the quadrant. So add sugar to coffee. So tangent, yang dibagi tangent bernilai negatif. So which quadrant tangent is negative? So this first quadrant is positive and third quadrant is positive for tangent. So if tangent is negative, it's either the second quadrant or the fourth quadrant. Okay? So kita sudah tahu dua ini. Okay? For tangent is a negative, is either in the second or in the fourth quadrant. Okay? So now find the alpha. How to find the alpha? Press the calculator. Okay, press the calculator. So inverse tangent, tekan dari calculator, inverse tangent of 1.4826. Actually, you can ignore the negative sign because we just want to know the alpha, the value of the angle. So no need to, it can ignore the negative sign lah. So alpha you should get berapa? Reverse tangent. Reverse tangent of 1.4826. 56 degree. Okay, 56 degree. So we know that alpha is 56. Okay, this is alpha. So now we know that this angle is between, is either second quadrant or the fourth quadrant. So for data, to find the data in second quadrant, just now we already know the formula is this one, which is 180 minus alpha. Okay, for fourth quadrant, okay, kalau nak cari alpha dulu kan, kalau nak cari alpha di fourth quadrant, we will use 360 minus theta. Okay, this formula are given in the earlier part, di mana saya ada terangkan tadi yang awal-awal itu. Okay, this is how we find alpha. But now we want to find theta. So nak cari theta, just pindah tempat lah. Okay, ini pergi sini, pergi kiri, ini pergi kanan. So dia akan menjadi theta sama dengan 360 minus alpha. Okay, this is for fourth quadrant. Okay, so we have here, which is 360 minus alpha. So now substitute your value of alpha into the formula here. So you will get your theta equals to 180 minus 56. This is for the second quadrant. And then for the fourth quadrant is 360 minus 56. So you will get the answer. So press the calculator, tolak. Okay, you get this one is 4. This one is 2. 124. Okay. And then for this one is, this is 4, 0, this is 3. 304. Okay, so this is your answer for C question. Betul gak apa yang saya buat ini? Ada jawapan lain? Do you get the answer? Anyone get the answer? Okay, Siti get the answer. Okay, Sadia, thank you. Okay, Jiahuan, Intan, okay. So this is how we do the answer lah. Okay, Aliyah, bagus. Okay, so I think this is the part of finding the theta lah. If given cos or sine or tangent theta equals to something. So this is how you find the angle, the theta. Okay. Okay, and the last part before we end is solving the problem involving this sine cos tangent. Okay. Dia akan kasih soalan panjang-panjang sikit lah. Okay. Seperti inilah. Okay, let's say we do this question lah. Okay. Okay, example 7 is in your textbook. Okay, in the diagram on the right, QRS is a straight line. Okay, QS is 8. QR equals to RS. Calculate cos X and tangent Y. Okay, so QS is 8. So if QS is 8 and here is the same length, we will know that here is 4 and here is 4, right? Okay, and then here is 3. Okay, this height is 3 for this triangle. And then you notice here is 90 degrees, so means it's a right angle triangle. So if using the Pythagoras theorem, we can know that the hypotenuse is actually equals to 5. Okay, this is like using this one lah. A square equals to B square plus C square to find out the hypotenuse for this triangle. Okay, so so this 3 square plus 4 square square root. Okay, this equals to 8. And this should be your A lah. Okay, and you will get A equals to 5. Okay, so we know that this is 5, 4, 4, 3. Now we want to calculate the cos x. Okay, cos x. Okay, if you notice the angle x is this blue one, this blue angle here. But when you want to find the sine cos tangent, we always use a right angle triangle. Okay, within the right angle triangle to find the sine cos tangent. So means we have to use the angle inside this triangle. But you will notice that x is actually an angle outside the triangle. But we can use the corresponding angle lah, okay, like alpha. Okay, in this case alpha. So we can use this angle. Okay, so referring this angle as x, okay, anggap ini sebagai x kamu lah sekarang. So find out what is the value of cos. So kalau cos cos, kalau you masih ingat, the formula is adjacent over hypotenuse. Okay, so what is the length for the adjacent side? So this is the opposite. 4 is opposite, 3 is adjacent, 5 is hypotenuse. So if I substitute the value inside, adjacent is 3, hypotenuse is 5. So cos x should be 3 over 5. But this is not the final answer, because if you know, we come back to the x, x is a angle, it's a big angle. And what do you think this angle lies in which quadrant? Okay, this big angle x lies in which quadrant? Okay, add sugar to coffee. So if I look at this angle, it's actually is in the fourth angle, fourth quadrant. So in fourth quadrant, cos is positive, right? And then the question asks you to find out the cos x. So means you write this answer for A, cos x, okay? Because we already find out the alpha for this one is 3 over 5. And then since this angle x is in the fourth quadrant and cos is positive, so we will write cos x equals to 3 over 5. Okay? The answer will be 3 over 5, but then we need to identify whether cos, is it positive or negative in the fourth quadrant. Then only we give the final answer. So since since this x is in fourth quadrant, cos is positive, then we'll write 3 over 5 positive. So this is the answer for A. Okay, that's how we do. And then for B question, okay, find out the tangent y. Tangent y. So you notice this angle y also is outside the right angle triangle. So we'll use the alpha. Okay, we use the alpha here. Okay, so if you look at the alpha for this angle inside the triangle, so we want to find the tangent. So tangent is, okay, tangent is opposite over adjacent, right? So which one is the opposite side for this angle? Okay, it's 3. So 3 is opposite over adjacent. Adjacent is 4. So it's 3 over 4. But then we have to identify this angle y in which quadrant. So if you look at the this angle is actually in the second quadrant, okay? So in second quadrant, only sine is positive, but the question asks you to find tangent. So you know that tangent is negative in second quadrant. So answer is negative 3/4. Okay? So this is how we do this question. And the question will ask you a lot of other things lah, okay? But all these things we will already learn, okay? We already learn. So I think we will stop here. Later I will give you the exercise, okay, in workbook lah, okay? We'll do some exercise in workbook. Okay, so before we end, is there any question you want to ask regarding this today's regarding today's study lah, or you want to ask a question from the workbook I gave you previously? If there's any question you want to ask, you can ask now. Any question? No question from the floor? Okay, if no question, then I think we'll call it a day. As usual, before we end, I want to take picture. Okay, I'll stop recording first.